Oh. Can I fix that? Let's see. God, that's bad. Oh no. Filters. And poor laptop. Oh boy. I can't even do this. Alright. Oh wait. Hmm. Alright. I think that fixes the issue there. Oh boy. I can't I can't even see what's happening. I have one screen. I have exactly one screen. What if I... Hey, hello. Welcome, Mr. Maple Syrup, to my makeshift stream because I miss streaming. So I'm literally on a laptop figuring things out as I go along. Huh, I guess that helps. No, go away. No, stop it. Oh, God. There we go. Oh, boy. I'm surrounded by junk stuff. I mean, there's no cat here right now, but if you redeem a fetch the cat, I'll go grab one. I think I can see. Yeah, I can see that on my feed here. Oh boy, this is weird. This is all just OBS. A summon a cat. All right, let me go get a cat. Oh, I need to turn that mirror around. Come here. Oh, there he is. He didn't summon himself. I called him. He was down the hallway. And he just came running. Isn't that right, Bubba? You were excited. How is everyone doing, huh? Oh no. If you're unfamiliar with my situation right now, we recently moved, and the new place, while wonderful and while providing us with internet within the rent, um, the internet they provide us includes the main internet box, and then it hooks up to a Wi-Fi router, and there are no Ethernet ports on that Wi-Fi router. Okay, bye. You're leaving already? Jeez. Yeah, we're in the same town. We just moved because the old apartment sucked. We weren't big fans of it. I guess I don't really need to see this because all the important stuff happens there. We we moved like uh, 2 or 3, not very far, maybe 1 or 2 miles. I can check that. Let's figure out just how far this move was. So we type in current address, and then no. How do I? We start. what? How do I? Yeah, live from the new digs. I'm trying to figure out how far we moved, and Google is being dumb. Okay, there's the old address. Uh, we moved 3.4 miles, so not very far. Yeah, so this is going to be the computer room, the office, whatever you want to call it. Once we manage to clear the stuff out, that cat tower is going to stay there though. Um, I don't really have a lot of mobility with this camera, unfortunately. But let's see. It, oh, it's not using this camera. It's using the actual laptop. I keep grabbing the mouse. I'm at my desk and like the computer is set up, but I'm using the laptop and I keep grabbing the mouse. Sorry, that's probably super loud. I shouldn't do that. I guess I get to add. A, no, wait. The mic. Oh, crap. I didn't think this through because the microphone is this one, isn't it? Yeah. Crap. All right. Audio quality just changed, I'm sure. Oh no. Yeah, I can't do what I want to do because it'll make a lot of noise and be very annoying regardless of how I work this. Sorry. All right, so we're back on that microphone. Let's see if we can't. Ooh, a slight change in quality for you there. Ah, boy. Why is it a square? uh, huh. That's interesting. What? What am I supposed to do with all this? Whatever. I'm just leaving it. It's a square. So yeah, I we took a little bit of time off last weekend, and we moved. The two biggest things we had to move in terms of difficulty were the couches, and today I gave one of them away. So there, we gave away a bookcase because it was just like a Target special, and the guy messaged me afterward. No, I remember I did it as like I put it next to the apartment door and I was like, "Hey, just come pick it up." And when he came to pick it up, I just happened to be there. And he was just like, "Yeah, if you got anything else, let me know. I collect things. I'm a hoarder. I don't care." And I'm like, "Okay." And then we decided we didn't want the couch anymore. And we were like, "All right, I'm just gonna message this guy and make this super easy." Yeah. Well, this means I can keep doing this. I keep not thinking. I keep grabbing the mouse too. I keep not thinking through the things I'm doing. All right, we're gonna switch this back to this so that I can pick up camera. All right, so these are the new cat bed digs. It's actually on a stand, so I can put some stuff there. So that's where cat bed is gonna be. Uh, got my typical three monitor stuff going on here. The new microphone, second edition of said new microphone. Got the Go XLR set up. Got room over here. And then the infinite loop. We get the infinite loop going. Yeah, look at that infinite loop. All right. Knocked over one of my stream decks. in the process of showing you the brief desk tour. I can't really take y'all further than this room. It's a little story time from work. I need to preface this with like an explanation of what I'm about to do a story about. So, EDI stands for Electronic Data Interchange, and it's the the style of programming because there are different programs you use, but it's the style of programming that companies like Amazon use. It is not jank, thank you very much. It's kind of jank. Anyway, it's hello. So EDI is the program that companies like Amazon use to place orders with companies like mine. And the way it works is a lot like email. Hi, ma'am. Do you want to join the stream? Come on. Come on. No, no. So they send in the order, we receive it. Get up here then. Pat wants to see you. There you are. There she is. So uh, the end process is the important one here. At the end of the order, we pet the cat. At the end of the order, we do what's called posting cartons. So however many cartons we're shipping that day, we post them into the system, and then using that, we create what's called an ASN, which stands for Advanced Ship Notice, Advanced Shipping Notification, I guess. Anyway, and once you've created the ASN, you get to send it to whatever company it is. So the Friday before I moved, I knew we were going to be sending Amazons on Monday. So I went ahead and I posted the cartons, I created the ASN, and I told my boss, who doesn't typically do this, I, I told him, I was like, all I need you to do is send the ASN. That's it. And then come Monday, it'll be all right. Come Monday, I'll be holding her tight. No, come Monday, I I get a message from one of my coworkers. Pulling it up now, not just looking at my phone. Did he send it to me on Facebook? He might have sent it to me on Facebook. Well, let's see. Oh my God. Facebook Messenger is not working with me today. Uh, where is it? He said, "Hey man, I know you're in." Oh yeah, I was supposed to have jury duty that Monday, but I got out of it. That's a different story. But he's like, "I know you're in jury duty right now and won't see this until later, but I suspect something's going to be screwy with Amazon later." And I was like, "What happened?" He's saying my boss asked where the Amazon orders were he was supposed to send ASNs for. And my coworker told him and then heard a bunch of labels printing. I was like, he doesn't need to print labels. Like, literally, all he has to do is open EDI, hit 8, hit AMU, and then yes until a screen pops up, print that screen twice, and then hit yes again. And that's all I needed him to do. And it turns out he decided to post and create the ASN for two things that were shipping on Tuesday. So I got to fix that my first day back to work after moving. I wasn't happy. Oh, pretty girl. Huh. Oh, baby kitty. And yeah, jury duty was a hoot. I showed up to the courthouse, parked in the downtown parking garage, and put my mask on. Walked outside, and there was this lovely man, this absolute saint in a high vis vest, and he saw that I was carrying my jury summons. He was like, "Jury duty's canceled." I'm like, what? It's like, yeah, jury's canceled. Okay. Ooh. Oh, I gotta pet you. I gotta pet you and they gotta see it. Gotta know that their points are going towards something. I'm not just pretending to pet you. And this girl has been naughty. So we have new cabinets. Like when I say new cabinets, it's like, oh, you moved, so of course your cabinets are new to you. And no, no, no. This place is renovated. These are like brand new cabinets, and they have soft closed doors. And she already knows how to open cabinet doors, don't you? So now she only has to open them a little bit, kind of wiggle through, and then the door will close behind her. Hmm. That's been your trick as of late, hasn't it? You like to get under the sink, don't you? So I had to I had to put a metal bar across the top of the handles so that she can't do that. And I actually heard her before I went live. Yeah, we've done magnets. We've done magnets at other places, and they definitely work. But we kind of didn't want to drill into these nice new cabinets, because you have to like drill the one magnet into the frame essentially. We just we didn't even take the other magnets. We just left them at the old apartment. They're on such random cabinets too. They're not all of them. They're just the ones she would open. Is the only cat I'm missing is Stormy? That's funny. So yeah, how's everybody been? I wish I could play games and be entertaining, but I'm limited to one screen on my laptop. That's all I got. Hello, hello, TF2 Medic 2. Uh, Welcome to my makeshift stream where I don't know what to do. No, no, I cannot. I cannot react to a video. I can pretend like I'm reacting to a video. How am I in the Fall Guys thing? I changed everything. Uh, that should have done it. I don't even know how to tell what category I'm in. Yeah, all right. I'm in just chatting now. I don't know how. Look, all I have in front of me is OBS, and OBS has the stream information page, but it doesn't have like the actual thing. I keep grabbing the mouse. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I liked the other camera. Why is the Logitech camera being so poopy? It's bothering me that I'm not. No. Whoa. Oh, that's. There you go. Whoa, that's George. George and a George. Look at that. The quality on this one is worse, but I like that it fits the screen. So if I tell you that you're in some FPS category, that's what you're obligated to play now. Oh Lord. There are. Oh, we've moved some of the lamps. There are only two lamps in here now, and you can see both of them. There used to be like three or four lamps in here. Oh wait, there is a third lamp. It's just off screen. Oh my god. I have no idea what this looks like to you, by the way. I don't know if I'm choppy or super low quality, but hey, I'm live. Something's gonna happen. I considered like hooking my headphones up. I was like, what? For what? To hear myself? Yeah, we rented a U-Haul van instead of a U-Haul truck, and I would recommend it. It is a little bit cheaper than a truck, and we managed to fit both of our unreasonably sized couches in it at the same time. Okay, that's good to hear. That is great to hear. I wonder if there's some way I could just use my laptop and like hook it up to my computer and my laptop is streaming, but my computer, like I know people do that, but I'm not technically proficient enough to figure that out on my own. Like literally the only thing my laptop would do would be stream the thing and nothing else. My lap is very warm. But yeah, this new place is pretty cool. It's a townhouse, so you know you walk in on the first floor, and then our room is upstairs. The only two things that get to us that we won't be able to fix or change in any way. Um, the upstairs is like a loft style, so there's like this cutout in the wall, which means we can hear the cats through the entire night, like running back and forth and screaming because they're monsters. And the other thing is the floorboards squeak quite a bit upstairs, but we don't really like walk up there a lot. Hey, Kyle coming in for the 6 month. Thank you so much, Kyle. Look at that slightly more ripe banana. I'm sorry there are no like stream thingies. Again, this is on my laptop, and that's a lot of effort to set up for this makeshift stream. But I do appreciate the resub. He's doing it now. He's just out there screaming. Yeah, I was just like I can do something, right? I can put a small bit together. Y'all can watch me shuffle cards. Ooh, I can even show off some Lego I have. This is the most recent Lego I got. I get a Lego kit every Christmas, and this is what I got this year. I'd, it's always been just chatting on my end. It's not my fault that OBS and Twitch don't always get on the same page. It does roll. These wheels and this wheel both are usable. So there's that one. Oh, and then last year, I believe this was last year's. I got a little race car. I think this is the only thing that really moves, like a rally. Hey, Katal, the 9 month. Oh, and then you can take this off, and there's your dude. Welcome back, Katal. Thank you so much. Kyle and Katal are two of my big time regulars here. Trying to think of the right word that isn't favoritism, but is accurate. Here's the important question: how am I feeling physically and mentally? I mean, so physically, I'm doing better because the last couple days of work were meh, whatever. Mentally, I think I'm okay, hanging in there, doing the best I can. Cat, there's like no room for you where you are. I hope you realize that. Everything is in the apartment except for the things we don't want here. Managed to clear out the old place. I actually I cleaned it up a little bit this morning because I was gonna see strangers, and that bothered me that I was not a little bit cleaner, even though I wore a mask. Like my mask literally covers all of this, all of this. I'm just like, no, I'm shaving. Strangers are coming to the apartment. If you'd like to know when I'm going live, give me internet so I can go live. Oh my god. Oh, I guess I should tweet that I'm live too, huh? I mean, like the important people are here. But... This is true. That's the crazy thing is like I technically have plenty to share. Like I'm getting similar Wi-Fi numbers to when I had fiber, but I just can't connect it to my PC. I never thought I would need Wi-Fi this badly. Oh, and one last Lego. So dusty. Everything is dusty. Oh, and if you have pet the cats, just let me know. Like send those in. I have a cat on my lap, so I will definitely redeem them. But yeah, here we go. We got Lego helicopter. I don't have a Wi-Fi card. That's the issue with it. The issue with the Wi-Fi card is it doesn't exist. Otherwise, there would be no issues. Jadeem Jedi actually sent me something, but it isn't here yet. USPS is kind of holding it hostage. They said it was supposed to get here Thursday night, which was weird because it's being delivered to an office building, not my actual apartment. And then it didn't show up. And the next day they're just like, yeah, it's running behind. And that's all it said. Yeah, I'm just, I think it's a little bit better solution to just like replace the wireless router that they have with like a good one that has Ethernet ports. So I'm gonna try and do that and see what happens. In the meantime, I'm going crazy because like this is my entertainment is streaming and I don't get to stream. Oh, I also get to show you this cool monkey that someone made for me years ago. It's it's my mascot. It's so old, but like it's got like the mohawk and it's a monkey and yeah, like my mascot is a lot older than this stream. It has seen better days. Oh yeah. I just feel bad because like JJ already sent me something and it's just like caught in USPS hell. Yeah, so the full history behind Monkey with a Mohawk is kind of dumb. I can't I can't really explain it other than to say when I was in like it had to be middle school because I'm remembering my middle school and so yeah, I it was one of those like, ooh, say something random sort of things. And I was like, I don't know, like a monkey with a mohawk. And then I went on, I was actually for a while there, I was a moderator on deviantart.com. And uh, people, like I used to just randomly win things where people would want to be nice to me and they'd be like, well, what do you want? Like, what can I draw you? What can I make you? And I'd always just say a monkey with a mohawk. And that's just what I've stuck with. I don't know. It doesn't need to have a good reason if you like it, right? Yeah. But well, I'm like I'm not mad at USPS because I understand the conditions they're under. Not great, but I would like to stream. Here's one last piece from my desk. These are Twitch playing cards from TwitchCon 2018. I didn't go. I've never been to a convention before, actually. But yeah, we got these. Someone gave them to us. Probably Kate Stark. Look, I found my card. A little bit higher. A little bit higher. No. Conventions, a thing of the past. Imagine, if you will, a large hall full of people, way too close to each other, not wearing masks. It's good to be doing well, and it's good to see people in chat and things like that. Oh, yeah, don't say that word. Why are we telling horror stories? I've never even been to a GP. Like the biggest event I went to, yeah, it's just stressful. The biggest event I went to was a game day at my LGS that I won. And actually, the playmat I won is what I'm currently using as a mouse pad. I won with Grixis Emerge. I loved me some EDF. My college game day. Oh no, I never went to a college game day, even though they've been here numerous times. I've been to quite a few games, um, usually working though. They really are. They're like big enough to where I can fit my keyboard and my mouse, and yeah, I like it. They're pretty. Imagine getting a college game day. Look, if your team is good and they play good teams, it happens. Oh man. I actually used to feed the Florida Gator team when I was the catering manager. Ooh, look, look, 2006, 2008, those were good years. I remember one of the funniest moments. Uh, so we would set up in the locker room, but not the locker room. We'd set up in like the hallways between the stadium exit for the team and then the locker room. And they'd come in after practice and they'd fill their plates really high with food and crap would get everywhere. And I remember this one coach, very large man, very built, like might have been in the strength and conditioning program, like one of the coaches for it. He's coming through the line and he's just like, "Oh, I bet we remind you of a bunch of pigs, because they're messy." And I look at him and I'm like, "No, pigs line up." And then I realized what I said, and I was like, "Oh no, I did not just say this to that man." And he looks at me just like, "What did you cat, 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 cat riddle." Riddle. Just like straight up walked across. Get get your butt off of my just happened. What was I saying? Oh, so he looks at me, he's like, "What did you say?" And I'm like tensing up, but like your immediate reaction is just like to repeat the stupid thing you just said. Like I could have literally said anything else, and I'm just like, "Pigs line up," and he just looks at me and he's like, "That's funny." I'm like, "Oh God, he didn't kill me." So that was the best worst joke I've ever told. Oh man. I don't miss it though. I do not miss catering one bit. Except for like driving places. That was good. Because driving places you're not working, right? Free food was good, but it was Moe's, so Marty bag of donuts, right? I want to see if I can't add a cat cam for you guys. It's going to be two me's to start, but I promise it'll eventually be a cat cam. There's two of me. Oh, what did I do? Sorry if this makes you dizzy. Prop the legs up. Look at that. We're makeshift cat cam now too. Back it up a little. There we go. Look at that. Uh, anything for the people. Ravens, Bills, Browns, Kansas City. Ooh, pet the cat. Remember working catering with a buddy? We were doing prep and had to cut about 80 pineapple. Jesus Christ. Oh no. That sucks. That sucks a lot. I gave someone a concussion once on a cater. That was an accident to say the least. A not preferred accident either. Uh, we used a Cyan XB and we were unloading it. She was actually helping me. She drove her car there and I drove the Scion. And we were unloading it and I went to close the door and didn't realize that she didn't realize I was closing the door and just like bashed her head in. And apparently she sat in her car for the next like I asked her if she was okay and she was like it just really hurts and I was like okay, I'm sorry, but like I have to go because, time limits. And apparently she spent the next like 10 minutes sitting in her car crying uncontrollably because of a concussion. Didn't mean to do that. Yikes. What do you hear? Both of them just like super reacted to something. I don't know what's going on. Wait, what, wait, what is it? Oh gosh. What other catering fun stories are there? Bartended in a Mexican restaurant in undergrad. They did tableside guac. Oh no. Always behind the bar, so never had to do it. On a super busy night, I went to help a table by making it. Turns out I'm deathly allergic to avocados. Oh no. That's terrible. That sounds super scary. I am allergic to Tylenol. That's it. That's the one. How long have I been live? I've been live for almost 40 minutes. Woo! Starting 2021 off great. It creates a protein in your body. If oh man, people who are allergic to stuff that like they continue to interact with really fascinate me. Like I'm allergic to cats. Let me snuggle. I I wouldn't have pinned avocado as a berry. Let me level with you there. That's one I did not call. The one that always got me at Moe's was people who like came in and they're like, "Yeah, I'm allergic to tomato." And I'm like, "Dude, you shouldn't be here." Basically everything has tomato in it here. And like we've all handled tomatoes and it's everywhere because tomato juice. Yeah, you need to leave. You need to turn around and go home. I actually ate so much salt once that I threw up. Fun fact. They had me on anti-nausea medication to manage my. Oh wow. I just got on this really weird kick when I was super young that like I wanted to put salt on everything, and that lasted exactly one day because I was at a church event with a bunch of friends, and then I felt the throw up coming, and I tried to run for the not the toilet because it was way too far away, but the trash can that was like nearby because we were eating, and my throat was bothering me from having to throw up, so I sort of did this motion. So my mom thought I was choking and attempted to give me the Heimlich maneuver, which then just projectile vomit all over the floor. Never put salt on a food product ever since. Like extra salt, I should say. And these are wonderful stories, yes. That time I threw up. Like, look, I don't mind heavily salted things. I just don't personally add salt after the fact, right? Like once something is cooked, I'll just eat it. Everything has this, yeah, like you really don't need to add salt. I've broken my arm one time. That is the only broken bone injury I have. Since we're talking about random stuff, like bold Doritos. Um, did you ever go to Payne's Prairie, Kyle, when you were here? You were literally the only person who can have context for this story. You've been by, everyone's been by it. I mean, it's literally on 441. Anyway, so in my scout troop, we went on a biking trip to Payne's Prairie, and we. Oh, okay. Actually, that's good that you brought that up. The deodorant thing. I have like very mild skin allergies slash sensitivities, so I have to use specific deodorants, but not that bad. Anyway, so biking trip. And Paynes Prairie is set up where they have like a nice like paved bike trail that you can go down. And at one point there's a sign that says no bikes past this point, but you can't really tell what direction that sign is pointing because there's like a trail coming this way, you're coming this way, and it's sort of just like hedging its bets on which direction it's telling you you can't go. Like, can you not go up this trail? Can you not go down this trail? Who knows? So we turned the corner past this no bikes past this or past this point sign, and it leads to a hill that goes down into the visitor center. And in front of the visitor center aren't like steps, like they're like very elongated, separated steps, like maybe four or five of them. And they're sided with small, short little brick walls. And then like in front of that, in front of the steps, it curves to the left where we were gonna keep going. And the people in front of me pulled off to the side to say, "Hey, you need to turn." And I remember specifically, I'm going down and I'm going down the hill, and I hear them off to the side, and they say, "Hey, watch out for the bumps." And I look at my hands and I'm like, okay, I need to brake. And then I remember opening my eyes with my bike on top of me at the bottom of the steps in immense pain. So, and honestly, if it weren't for someone's mom being there, I probably would have had a broken arm for longer because everyone there was just like, "Oh, you just bruised it." Because it wasn't like poking through my skin or anything. It was just like it was a bump like this essentially. And it was like, it's probably just a giant welt. And you hit the ground, you get bruises. It's fine. It's fine. And she was like, no, I'm taking him to a doctor right now. And then I sat in a hospital that was essentially abandoned, waiting for the doctor to show up with ice on my wrist. 15 years, geez. It was what's the term? There's a term where like younger bones that haven't like completely solidified yet don't break. So it's like a type of fracture. I feel like it has the word green in it. Uh, Not internet doctors. It's green stick fracture occurs when a bone bends and cracks instead of breaking completely into separate pieces. The fracture looks similar to what happens when you try to break a small green branch on a tree. Most green stick fractures occur in children younger than 10 years of age. How did I get a green stick fracture? I was in Boy Scouts. I was way older than 10. Way older. But yeah, apparently I got a green stick fracture. And now you know. Most. Yes. Yes, most. I have this thing with doctors using terms with me that either don't apply or are outdated. um, I had a cold for about 3 weeks once, and so I went to the doctor eventually and like, hey, this cold won't go away, and the doctor like did the stethoscope, and then I remember specifically she was just like, oh, you have walking pneumonia, which is an outdated term even then. And this was like probably early 2000s. I think it was like 2003. So 17 years ago, already outdated. And she she was like, "Oh, you just have walking pneumonia. I'm going to give you something and send you home. You'll be fine." Usually they give you an antibiotic. Um, oh, fun little side quest story to this one. I hadn't felt the desire to throw up in those 3 weeks, but she told me it's usual to throw up. Your body is just trying to cleanse itself of all the phlegm in your lungs. Immediately, I went home and threw up the worst I've ever thrown up because it felt like my sternum was cracking in half. Do not recommend. Anyway, so after she told me it was walking pneumonia, my mom still took me to the radiologist to get, or whatever the person is called, to get an x-ray of my chest, of my lungs. And I can specifically remember either the tech who took it or the doctor who came in to like give me the news, holding the x-ray, looking at it, looking at me, looking back at the x-ray, and then saying, "How are you breathing?" It was not walking pneumonia, it was you're about to die pneumonia. Because walking refers to, oh, you can just take something and then walk it off, essentially. But apparently my lungs were so full of fluid that whoever was looking at the X-ray was surprised I was even breathing. So the worst injury for me, spring break, we went to Mexico, rented quads. Oh, this is already, oh no. We could legally drink in Mexico. Day three of a bender, booze was involved, but a lot of other things were, yeah. Uh, Nightbot, go away. I'm trying to read. Anyway, we went to the dunes with the quads. We wanted to be like Master Chief in Halo 2 Warthog tricks. Oh no. Oh, Kyle. Well, I jumped on the back of a quad like Halo. Driver tried a backflip, bailed at the top of the jump. Quad fell on your leg, torn ACL and MCL. I mean, honestly, having an entire quad land on your leg and you end up with, you know, torn ligaments, you should probably feel somewhat lucky you didn't also have shattered bones, right? That's my thought. You did something incredibly stupid, got one of the worst results, and yeah. Oh, okay, there you go. I was gonna say, oh boy. Wait, where'd the jokers go? Oh, there. When? Yeah. Okay. Boy. Fortunately, most of my stupid things are just like socially stupid. Like, I don't think I've ever done anything incredibly stupid. I'm sure I have, and I'm just blocking it out. Tempting to go to Cece's Pizza. Y'all, y'all ever have like, man, I don't even know how to describe this situation. My brother and I were driving to an event in Palatka, which is about 45 minutes away from here. Um, it's a nothing town. Nothing happens there, nothing ever will. They have a river, that's it. um, anyway, we were going there and there's like this little bridge that goes over the river. I say little, it's the St. John's River, so it can't be that little, but like you go over the bridge and on the other side of the bridge is a red light. And my brother was going like 60 to 70 and we were coming up on the red light or on the light and I noticed that it was red. And I also noticed that like he wasn't even lifting off the gas, like he was just going and it was definitely a red light. And I said, "Hey Dale," and the light turns green. We fly through it and he says, "What?" And I'm just like, "Nothing. Nothing at all." I didn't get a concussion. I kind of wish I did. I was awake the whole time, felt, oh God. Yeah. Yeah, like with my bike accident, I honestly don't remember going over the steps. I don't remember the bike land. The arm I broke was the one the bike landed on, not the one like I landed on the ground with. Like the bike just sort of hit my arm, and I don't remember any of that. Like I vividly remember the moments before the steps, like the whole, watch out for the bumps, looking at my hands and specifically saying I need to hit the brakes. I had like this brief thought of which brake am I supposed to hit? Because if like if you hit just the front brake, you're gonna have a fun time. Would not recommend. But no, don't remember over the steps. I don't remember hitting the ground. Oh boy. It's a good thing it was a scouting trip and I was wearing a helmet, huh? Because then I would have had a concussion. This is such a weird stream. I don't like it though. He just doesn't care. He's 100% in 7 mana 1/1 mode right now. Hey, what's up? It's a weird stream. I'm just sitting here talking about all the times I've hurt myself apparently. Oh no. Oh, he recoiled. I don't do chin scratches, Daddy. What are you doing? Fortunately, I haven't like hurt myself that much in my life. He'll live. I still have Rawling on my lap too. I don't know where Stormy is. He's out in the living room somewhere. Oh, I'm discussing all the times I hurt myself. Yeah. Oh man, I remember when I was in high school. This doesn't involve me getting hurt, but I almost got hurt. I used to eat inside the cafeteria with my friends for lunch, and like, um, no. If I do another stream, I could set double cat cam up, but this laptop only has one USB port, and I have a splitter, but I just don't feel like setting that up. But yes, I can technically do a double cat cam in the future if there's another laptop stream. Um, yeah, so we used to sit in a booth next to one of the windows, and I am off Monday. And there was this one day someone threw an orange. Like, I don't think they threw it at us, but it went past us and it hit the window. Like, there were bars there and it hit like perfectly in a corner and splattered on the window. And we were like, okay, someone threw an orange. And so our the table that we sat at then became the booth behind that one. And that orange was there like this had to happen early in the year because I remember thinking, wow, it's really weird that it's still here. And then it didn't go away until after Christmas break. Yep, Monday is Martin Luther King Jr. Day, so be sure you're not, check whether or not you work. I do not. I do not. Which is actually kind of troublesome for me because hubris. I was really tired Tuesday, and Tuesday was the first day this year that Amazon put in a very large order. And I say this year, I mean like 2021, not in like the past year total. Um, so yeah, after moving over the weekend, including the Monday, I come in on Tuesday. There's a big Amazon order. Well, I checked and the ship window said the latest I could ship it was Tuesday. And I was like, perfect. I'm going to ship the big orders on Tuesday because that means I can take my time getting it ready. So I took the whole week to set it up, expecting yesterday that they would send the routing request telling me how to ship it on Tuesday. Sorry, hoping they would send the routing request on Tuesday so I could. Hoping they would send the routing request tomorrow. Oh my God, what just happened? Where did all the words go? Hoping they would send the routing request yesterday telling me how the things would ship on Tuesday, if that makes sense. I'm trying to make it all make sense. Um, so the, I, I thought I would get the information I needed yesterday and I would prepare the order so that Tuesday all I had to do was put it on a truck when it got there. That's not how Amazon works. They give you the routing request the day before the shipment is due, regardless of whether or not the day before the shipment is due is a holiday. So Tuesday, I have to go in, bring in what's likely going to be another large Amazon order, get the routing request, set up the shipment, and have it all ready by the time the truck gets there. I screwed myself over when I didn't need to. Oh, I mean, voting day being a holiday would be great. And to all the people who would say, if you make it a holiday, then people who work in fast food wouldn't get paid. Your issue isn't with that day being a holiday. Your issue is with employers not paying their employees for holidays. Just gonna put that out there. That can be said of a lot of certain arguments that have sort of been ingrained in specifically the American public, like, oh, if you raise minimum wage, then who's gonna want to work as a burger flipper? It's like not how that works. Or like if you raise UBI, well that mean or like if you introduce UBI, that means people won't want to be employed. It's like that means that your employer needs to pay you more money. Yeah, that's very true. Like who right now actually wants to flip a burger? Like don't get me wrong, it's a tough job. eh, And like even if you paid $15 to $20 an hour to flip a burger, it's like I'd just rather not flip a burger. There are some like fancier burger joints where I could see it's kind of like a passion job. Kyle, I gotta dispel that right there. Unskilled labor is a lie they tell you so they can pay you less money. There is not a single job you can walk into with zero experience and zero training and be able to do it. Let's not use unskilled. Entry level, I'll take. Can I help you, ma'am? You can see your head right here. Yeah, but you have to be trained to do it. It is a skill they teach you. Not all skills are inherent. Like, are you implying that people who are in tech are in a skilled position when they had to go to school to learn how to do it? I just think the terminology unskilled labor is something that has been created so that they can, I keep grabbing the mouse, so that they can pay people less money, and I'd rather just not use it. Hey, what's up, friend? It's been a while since I've seen you here. It's good to be seen. It's been literally 23 days since I streamed, and I'm going insane. Like, as someone who is incredibly introverted and has not been completely affected by the fact that like I can't go see people, like that doesn't bother me. But then I lost the ability to stream, and I'm just like, I get it now. I get what extroverts were talking about. Oh, that's definitely true. I will not argue against that. Like, yeah, there's definitely a huge difference between, and that's why I wanted to point out that like the people who want to flip burgers are typically the people who are in like the higher level burger places. Like there are some really fancy burger joints, and like those are passion projects, and I would not fault anyone for wanting that job. That is something that like I don't want personally at any level, but I could understand, like you love burgers, you want to work with a specific chef who's built a technique for them and stuff. That's cool. There you go. Gordon Ramsay flips burgers. You heard it here first. Yeah, exactly. Gosh, I'm not going to say until what, but only 4 more days. It just occurred to me. Just 4 more days. These 16 days have been kind of a blur. The cat's abandoned me. I'm all alone. That's very true too. Gatekeeping, like I think a large part of it is just being able to label something as unskilled labor means you can justify like, oh, they're not worth $15 an hour. They're not skilled, so whatever. But I can also see it as like, well, this is a skilled position and you don't have any experience in skilled labor, so I can't hire you. That's the thing. To me, when I think of the term unskilled, like if I had to specifically define what unskilled was, and I wouldn't want to because again, I think it's a hoax, but like to me, unskilled would be it's a position you can go into with zero experience and zero training and be able to do it on day one. And I don't think that job exists. It's funny that like most of the things people like me for, I was never trained to do. Like in my current job, I mean, like they're impressed that I've made spreadsheets for the warehouse inventory, or like I occasionally fix printer issues. That's not my job even. Like a recent example would be PayPal. We do a bunch of PayPal orders, and the way we process them, we have to print the email you get from PayPal, and we use that as an order form. Well, recently, PayPal switched their formatting for their emails where there's this giant thing at the top of the page, and that's been making it print 2 pages instead of one. So it's very wasteful. And so they came to me and were like, well, how do we make it print only one page with all the information on a single page? And I said, well, you highlight the text you want to print, right click and hit print, and that will print only the highlighted text, which should only be one page. Ooh, fixed it. Look at that. I'm a magic man. Everyone loves me now. I just think that there's a lot of, like, I think there are a lot of people who use the term unskilled labor who would not be good at a fast food make line at any point of the day, specifically during the rush, but literally any point of the day, I think they would find a struggle there. My experience is Pizza Hut and Moe's. So when you say essential traits though, what does that imply? Does that imply that like you're born with it, like, or is it something you have to learn and be taught? Because if you have to learn and be taught it, you still have to learn and be taught how to do every single job. And that's why I'm saying that that doesn't really work. Like you can't just walk into Pizza Hut and start making pizza. And if you apply, okay, so like if you worked at Pizza Hut for 2 years, right? And then you applied for a job at Papa John's, and the other candidate didn't have 2 years of Pizza Hut experience. They had like either no experience or 2 years at, say, Walgreens. They're probably more likely to hire you because you worked at Pizza Hut. So you have some sort of basis to go off of. So that implies that there is a skill there. This is a weird stream. My first ever just chatting stream is just like tangent after tangent. Go figure. I wonder if like other just chatting streamers like have plans laid out. So how about Cloud? I think fundamentally, Kyle, we're agreeing, but I think you're putting. I'm trying to word this because like I see where you're coming from, and I agree that maybe we're being a little bit unfair to your argument. So I'm trying to phrase this in a way that isn't insulting because I'm not trying to be insulting. Um, when I think of the phrase unskilled labor and its usages, the people who typically use it and the way they typically use it is to put down a certain class of people. And the way you're using it is just to differentiate between different levels of experience or different requirements for a position. So, for example, if you want to be a certified manager, that is more of a skilled position than being a cook line, yeah, make line cook or whatever, because you don't need a certification to go into that position. So you have no outwardly earned skill to enter that position. It is an entry level job, which is equating to the same thing to you. But I feel like there is a malice in the term of unskilled labor that is being used by certain people to justify paying others less money than they deserve. And when I say deserve, I mean everyone deserves at least an income that can support their rent, pay their groceries, and then still have something left over for themselves because that's called living. Yeah, okay. So that's essentially what I just said, but with like slightly different examples. I think. I think we're on the same page. I wish I was into magic because Kaldheim does. Because Kaldheim does look sweet, by the way. Yeah. All right. So we got there. I think we reached. I think, and that is kind of pointing out middle specifically. Like there's this weird thing in. I can't really comment on world politics or world social things, but like I've noticed a lot of Americans, it's black or white for them, and not everything is black and white. Oh, just walking in here with an attitude, Jesus. Come on, come on. Can do we come over here to do it? I agree, Catal. Come on, come on, get up here. Don't sniff her butt. She was gonna jump up here. Here we go. You're not even black. She's not a black cat. She looks black, but she's like chocolatey brown, maybe some hints of black. Oh, I heard that growl. Okay, yeah, we're on the same page. We're there. uh, oh god. I can't believe I've lasted an hour and 15 minutes in just chatting. I've never been in this category before. I came in with no subjects to talk about, and we've just been kind of rambling. We learned what a green stick fracture is. Thank you for hanging out with me today. It's been an experience to say the least. Kyle, I know it's fine. Uh, I need to remember to moisturize my hands more. My skin is getting so dried and so cracked. I can't wait. Oh, that was a bad choice. Oh, I can't wait to get to try this out. New microphone? Hello? I mean, like I've technically tried it out. I know it works. Unlike the first one that I had to send back. But what is that? Oh my god. Crit roll. Oh, cat. No, no, cat. That's a real button. What are you doing? He hit buttons, and I don't know if he affected anything. He's just like, you can't. Oh my god, this cat. He's a monster. He has no respect for my personal space. Riddle OnlyFans win. My OnlyFans pussy account. I would never get sponsored then, Kyle. Jeez. Which is sadly true. Sponsors don't like if the people they sponsor have OnlyFans accounts. Y'all want to play a game? Like, obviously, I can't play a game with my strict stream limitations here, but I could give you a riddle that you only ask yes or no questions to figure out the answer to. I've seen the. Do you want to play a game? I've never even seen. I that voice was probably wrong. Oh. All right, I think we can move away from that discussion. I understand you are both passionate about it. uh, it's a good thing to be passionate about, honestly. All right, so I'm going to give you a brief description, and then I'm going to ask you a question at the end of it that you need to solve for. And the only questions you can ask are yes or no questions. It's kind of like 21 questions mixed with a riddle but you can ask as many questions as you want. I'm very passionate about hamburgers. Oh, me too. So we'll start out with an easier one because there's a very hard one that I have in my mind. But okay, so one night a man goes upstairs and turns off a light. He goes back downstairs, goes to sleep, and the next morning he wakes up, walks outside, grabs a newspaper. Newspapers were a thing that existed. Anyway, and he reads the headline and then immediately kills himself. Why? There you go. Yes, he is mentally stable. I almost just gave away, like I was about to say something that was literally the answer to the problem. Yes, it does deal with his job. No, he has not. He's definitely dead in this scenario. I have this feeling that Kyle's onto me. It does relate to the light. So the place I got these little riddles were from my math teacher in my sophomore year of high school. He called them stories with holes, and he liked to teach them because it's kind of the same thinking when you're solving algebra problems. He was my algebra 2 teacher. So I think, but is his job nautical themed? Yes. His job is nautical themed. Really? I've never taken the LSAT, so no, no, dude, please don't. Why? Why are you like this? No, no. Oh my God. Oh my God. At least you didn't step in any buttons this time. Yeah. So I think Kyle's got it. Does anyone else think they got it? Better off not taking it. Well, I have no idea. That is irrelevant to the story. So he's I'm not sure. So he is mentally stable. It has to do with the light. It has to do with his job. His job is nautical themed. Those those are the things you know. Went upstairs, turned off the light, came back downstairs, went to sleep. All right, go ahead. Someone posted it in chat. Let's see how well you've done. Yay, there you go. He works at a lighthouse, so the light he turned off was the lighthouse light. Good job. All right, I'm gonna crank it up to 11 because this is my favorite one. A bell rings and someone dies. Why? That's my favorite one. They all deal with death for some reason. I don't know. I didn't write these. It is not raining. Is it? It is not raining. A bell rings and someone dies, and it is not raining. Is the bell related to the death? Yes. When you didn't like me putting my finger in your ear, huh, bud? Frankly, these are some of my favorite things because I'm such a nerd, but whatever. Wow, it's 4 o'clock already? Did the person who died touch the bell at any point? No. A bell rings. Yes, a bell rings and someone dies. It's not raining. The bell is related to the death, and the person did not touch the bell. Is the person doing something aquatic related? No. Did the person who died hear the bell at any point in the riddle? Yes. So they heard the bell, but they did not touch it? Yes. Did the bell trigger an action or emotion? Yes. Kyle's paving the way. Is the person in rough states with the law? No. Is the bell a clock bell? No. Did that action or emotion immediately lead to the death? Yes. Kyle's about to break it down for you. It's a pretty good breakdown, honestly. But as always, you gotta fill in all those holes. Did he ask for whom the bell tolled? It told for him. This is a situation where the bell literally told for him. Like I feel like Kyle has the framework exactly. You have like the framework of the story, but not the details. That a question? Can I be that guy? You're not framing this correctly. Oh no. Oh no. He's very impressed with me. Ask me more questions and I shall answer. Yes, someone is actively chiming the bell. Yes. I improved my beard for a brief moment there. Gonna sit there? Hmm? His location is irrelevant. No. I'm trying to answer it yes or no, but just to be clear and not a douchebag. His position is relevant. Yeah. Just realized that the microphone might be to my left here. Hold on. No. Okay. I switched it to the correct microphone. Good, good, good. Did the dead man expect the bell to ring? Yes. Are there two people? Yes. Yes, they know each other. Getting excited. Yes, the relationship matters. Can they communicate properly or is there a barrier? I'm going to say no, they can't communicate properly. Uh, that one's also a little bit difficult to answer because I don't know how you would classify what they are in as a sport or not. The man was wearing a meat suit and Pavlov rang the bell. No. The bell then, does it take the place of standard communication? Yes. Oh, I'm excited. You're so close. It's just, it's so weird. Is there a good reason why that's the case? Yes. Within the story, there's a very good reason why the bell is taking the place of regular communication. Um, there are two ways to tell this story, and in one of them, disability is the cause. So, for the sake of ease, I will say disability. Well, I would hope blind, because if ringing a bell is your communication with a deaf person, then you may not understand the situation. Blind, yes. Oh, you're so close, Kyle. This person did not get nailed by a truck. And that is not the cause of death in this cold case. I don't know. I watched the first season of Breaking Bad forever ago, forgot most of it, and never watched the rest. So no idea. So remember, their relationship matters. Oh, I don't know the full details of that scene, so I really don't know how to answer that. You'll get it. I believe in you. Oh crap. They are not relatives. Once y'all figure this out, it's going to be the end of the stream because I actually have something to do. And they're like, oh, well, I'm not going to solve the puzzle now. You have until 4:30. There, I set a limit. I fixed that problem with a time limit. Haha! Ahead of the game. Good streamers have backup plans, like laptops and timers. Kyle's been the closest with his guesses, but his final assumption was incorrect. That is true. That is also true. Well, it could be argued that that's the importance of the bell, but yes. Yeah. I love playing this game with Kyle, honestly. So is the bell in a place easy to access? Yeah. Yes, it is. Well, the reason I waited and thought about it is a little difficult. It's not in a church or a bell tower, no. It is not on a vehicle. It's not in the water. Not on a building. No. One singular bell. So to recap what you have already figured out yourself, there are two people whose relationship matters. One of them rings the bell. The other one does an action because the bell rung, and that leads to their death. Do both individuals have access to the bell? No. Oh, and one person is blind is also something you established. No. The death was not intentional. Yes, they're doing something more risky. No, the bell ringer is not blind. I'm excited. I'm excited about your idea, Kyle. Okay. Warning for what? No, they were not navigating through a risky ravine via echolocation. They are not hiking or diving or but they are doing something that involves heights. That is not what it is. Not quite. Like you get the idea, but you have part of it kind of backwards in a significant way. So there was no aircraft involved. Like I could say, you figured it out, but this is the thing I meant. But yeah, no. Failure to hear the bell is not the reason he dies. Yes, he dies from falling from a high place. He dies from the impact. Well, actually, that place is not a road. It is not a cliff. God, I feel like you're just gonna be mad at me when I eventually tell you at 4:30 what it is. Uh, it's not a building. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. It's like Pictionary, but really, or charades, I guess, but really weird. Raids, charades, charades. Oh, it's so close. And just remember, all we started with was a bell rings and someone dies. Do the individuals have the same occupation? Yes. Yes, they do. They are not divers. The height is not above water. No. I had to read that a few times to get it correct. Sorry. My brain was not making that sentence work. Wait, I'm sorry. I'm still not sure I'm reading it correctly. So what I'm trying to say is we know that the person fell from a height and they did not fall into water. What I'm saying. So they are above water, but like on land. You see what I'm saying? Didn't fall into anything. So you don't ask a million questions. They fell onto a flat surface called the ground. There we go. There was no sea vessel involved. That's what I'm trying to establish. This was above the ground, fell onto the ground. Died. And so many people in class would just like, "Oh, come on, Mr. Killian, give us a clue. Help us out." And he'd be like, "You're asking for clues already. That's what the questions are. Clues." And then when you get mad, I think we actually like knew people in other classes for him. Does the guy who dies use the bell for guidance? Yes. And so we'd be like, all right, so you have this one. All right, we have that one too. So ask this question, and then we'd like meet and like write notes. And be like, oh, I think we got it. No, that is not the cause of his death. All right, y'all ready? You wanna? Do you want me to release you from your hell and let you in on what happened to our friend Chum in the bell? All right. I mean, that works too. I could just leave you on a cliffhanger here. Kyle, if you want, I can message you the answer, but sure. This gives me a reason to stream again. I can even like make up a little thing where here are my hands here. Where I can like write all the stuff you've done. Don't tell you. All right. All right, we're gonna leave it for next stream then. All right, cool. I love it. I'll write up a list of all the stuff you asked in your answer. So or like a synopsis of essentially what you've learned. At any rate, I'm gonna call it there. This was really good. I'm so happy I have something. Thanks for hanging out with me in this makeshift weird stream of mine. It's nice to see you too, Kyle. It's nice to be seen. Nice to have a stream, have an outlet to do a thing. And we covered a lot of weird stuff and got a little heated, maybe not heated, but into it. So I will be back at some point. Streams are random. Follow me on Twitter. Sports ball. Time to watch sports ball. You enjoy that. I'm gonna go clean behind a dryer, and I'll catch y'all next time. Social media is the devil, but still follow me on social media so you know when I go live. Bye.